Hello everybody, welcome back. This is going to be a tutorial video on how I upload my videos, how I edit and upload my videos to YouTube. I have had a comment or two asking for some advice, some help. So there are a lot of videos on YouTube on how to upload to YouTube, how to edit your videos, but I'm going to give you my knowledge, that what I've learned and how I upload my videos. I don't have a lot of extra time to sit and do a lot of editing, and I do research here and there. So I want to give you my knowledge and how I do it, and it works for me. As I go, it may change. I may get better at it, faster at it. You will get faster at it. You will learn a lot. I take a lot of notes. So if you want to grab your pen, paper, notebook, whatever you want to write down on, and take some notes, I will leave all the links down in the comment section for everything that I am going to show in this video. So, yes, I have my shirt off today. It's hell hot. We try not to run our air conditioner until it gets more into the summertime, because it does get pretty hot out here. So I have all the windows, I have the fan going. So for me to be comfortable, I need my shirt off. So I hope that doesn't offend anybody. So let's get started. Okay, so here is my computer. The first thing I have done, I have created a folder for all my YouTube files that I need to save. And I have it on my desktop for easy access. So it's all right here. I have multiple folders for multiple things. I'm just that I like to stay organized. I don't like to hunt around for stuff. I just want to be able to click, 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 and finish. So I have my video from last night. I did a video on my stash. That's what the video that I'm going to be using today to do my editing. So I'm going into, I use iMovie because it is free, and it did come on my computer as a pre-installed program. And I will also take you into a program that I have downloaded. They do have a 90-day free trial. After the 90 days, it is a paid service. It is quite a bit, but if you're going to be continuing to do the videos and you want some good quality videos, it would be a good choice, but it is all up to you. There are free programs on the web. I can probably look up a few and give you those options also. I have a Apple computer, so that's why I use iMovie. I have heard on Windows, Microsoft computers, they have an app pre-installed, and I believe it's called Movie Maker. So you might want to check into that also. So this is iMovie. So we're going to create a new, and we're going to create a movie. Let me get you in here a little better. Sorry, the computer is really glary. So these are all my stuff that I have imported. So I'm going to go through here real quick and delete them, because I don't need all that extra stuff that is taking up memory space. So the first thing I do, I'm going to import media. Then I'm going to go to where my video has been saved, because I have to transfer from my phone to my computer. So I have a folder, it's called YouTube, right there. And I am going to import my new video file. I'm going to import, and there is all my stuff for my video. So the next thing that I do, this is my opening. I'm going to click and hold, and I'm going to drag it down here and release. That's the first part of my video, my introduction. This screen here, I call it the splash screen. I don't know the technical term for it, but this is what you see on my videos in the opening. So I'm going to click, hold, drag, and put it into the front of my video. Next thing that I do, I'm going to show you how I created this part of my video. It's a different website. It is a free service, and it also is a pay service. On the pay service, you can get more, you can do more things, but I don't pay for it. It's free. And then up here, we have the option, we have transitions, we have backgrounds, tiles, and audio in My Media. My Media is where all your files that you bring into the program. I'm gonna open this up a little bit more. So the next thing I do, I need to put in something in between my splash screen and the start of my video. So I'm going to go into backgrounds, and I do just the plain black. You have several different options here. Anything that catches your eye that you may like. I just do the black, because then I'm going to go into tiles. Tiles is where you can put in you can type in your own information. So I'm going to, there are several, so I'm just going to pick this one. Over to the right on the main screen right here, this is where you can see the option that you just, I hover my mouse over the tile, and it shows me here on the right side what it's going to look like. So that's that one. That one kind of fades in and fades out. So I'm going to use that one, and I'm going to release it onto the top of my black background that I inserted right here. So, and then you double click on it, and then now it allows you to go up here and edit what you want to type in. I'm going to type in, and I normally use all caps. You may have to click and highlight it. There we go. What's in my stash? So, and I always check on my progress as I'm inserting and making my changes and all that. So on the tile that I just put in, you can make it as long or short as you want just by hovering your mouse onto the edge until you get the arrow going each way, to the left, to the right. Then you click and drag And that's the time that is going to show on your screen. So now we're going to click here at the beginning of the video. And I'm going to hit my space bar. That starts it. You can, over here, you can hit play, fast forward, or rewind. I just hit the space bar because it's easier for me. And that starts what the video is going to look like. And I just play it and just watch. Okay, so space bar to stop. It didn't take, I didn't do it right, so I'm going to double click it. Whoops. What's in my stash? Okay, I'm going to enter. Maybe that's where I didn't. So instead of watching the whole thing over again, I'm just going to go back here because I already know what this is going to look like. So I just go back here, hit my space bar, let it play, and there we go. I'm going to stop, and then to transition from what's in my stash screen to my actual video, I'm going to put in what they call transitions. Transitions is when you go from one clip to another clip. You can have it blur out, you can have fade to white. You got so many different things here. You can go to, it looks like a doorway, and just whatever you like, catches your eye, that you know, the page folds over and then your video starts. I just do the fade to white. Sometimes I change it up, sometimes I don't. So I'm just gonna go back here at the beginning of my flash screen, hit play. See how it faded to white and then my video starts? Let me turn my volume down. So now I'm gonna stop. Now I'm gonna put in some audio. This is the sound that plays at the beginning of my video. I'm just gonna click, hold, and drag it down. Your audio is gonna be green. So this bottom portion here is my audio. So now I have to swipe to the left so it brings to go to the end of my audio file, because this song is quite long. I'm going to go to the edge until my arrows appear. I'm going to click and hold, and I'm going to drag it to the left. You can also, and then I'm going to release right here for now. So let me get a little bit closer here so you can see my cursor. Okay, sorry for the glare, but so this is the bottom part of your video in the blue area. This is your audio. So you can actually see where it jumps up. That's where you start talking. So I'm gonna go over here, I'm gonna grab my audio and I'm gonna drag it to the right just before I start to talk. And then right here, this little circle, sometimes it's hard to see, but once you hover over the little circle on the very edge, you'll get an arrow going to the left and to the right. This is your fade in, fade out for your audio. I click and I hold and I drag it to the left. This will fade out the music before my audio starts on my video. You have the same thing on your audio on your video. So I'm going to hover until I get the arrows that go to the left to the right, and I'm going to drag it, click and hold and drag it to the right and go right before I start talking. So it kind of will fade it in. So we're gonna go back here, we're gonna click, and we're gonna spacebar to hit play. So let me go back, let me turn my volume up. Okay, spacebar.
Hi everybody, and welcome.
That is pretty close on the fade in, fade out. To get a little bit, you can click and drag and just go just a tiny bit more. And you know, the closer you can get, the more seamless it can get, and the more professional that your video is going to look and sound. Okay, so now that we got that part done, now I have I can't pause when I record on my phone. I can't pause and continue the video, so it breaks it up. It just totally stops the video, and I have to restart a new one. So this video actually, when I turn my camera around from when I'm on the screen to the actual video, is in two parts. So I go back up to my media. This is my second part of my video. I'm going to click, hold, and I'm going to drag it, and I'm going to release it next to the other one. Then on your audio down here in the blue, I stop talking. So from this part of the video to the next, I'm going to go back up and put my grab my transition again. I'm going to click, drag, and release. That's the white screen. And if you hold your mouse over your video and you move it slowly, you can actually see it on the top right screen as you move it. And that's what it's going to look like. You got the white screen, and then it goes into your video. So, and if there's any part of your video, I always watch my complete video. While I'm editing, I do watch the whole thing just to make sure if there's something that I may have said wrong, I can actually go in and I can delete that part of the video. Or I can speed it up. So we're going to do a little speed up example. So for, say I want to, say that you're putting your unboxing in when you put your drills back into the bag and it makes all that crinkling noise, and you want to avoid that, which most creators do. So you would go to the beginning of where you are starting to you want to speed up. You click on it, see how it highlighted the yellow? My video is highlighted in yellow. You can right click on it, and you can choose split clip. So now this clip has been split right here. So you got the yellow box around here, and then if you click over here, you got the yellow box on the remaining of your video. So now you go ahead and click until it's highlighted in yellow. Then up in the right, where you got your screen where you view it, you got your options up here. You got your little speedometer up over here. You click on that and it has speed. You got normal, slow, fast, freeze frame, and custom. So you hit fast, and then it gives you the option 2 times, 4 times, 8 times, 20 times. I work between 8 and 20 times. So you just click on one of those, and now once you do that, down here in your video, you have a little rabbit. So this section of my video is now fast forward. So down in your audio, you have this line going horizontal right here. This is your volume. It's always, when you bring in your video, it's going to have, your volume is going to be at 100%. So if you're a loud talker, it's going to be very loud for the people that watch your video. If you're a soft talker, you're going to have to turn it up a little bit. I always put mine down to between 45 and 50%. That will give the viewer option to put the volume down or up on their computer as they're watching your video. So now I always do this for the whole video. I take all my volume down to 45 to 50%. Okay. So now say that I cut it into I cut my video in the wrong spot. It's not quite where it should have been. So I just go back up to the top and I hit edit, and you have the option to undo. So since the last thing I did was adjust my volume, I just hit undo, go back to edit, undo everything until I get to where I want. Undo speed. Okay, so now the speed has been taken off. Undo speed adjustment. Now I'll go back one more and I have an undo split because I split it into the wrong spot. So I'm going to undo that, and now your video is back to where you started. So now I'm going to adjust my volume so I don't forget. So I don't have to go back so far if I have to do an undo. Okay, so that's how you do fast forward. You always want to cut at the start of where you want to speed it up, and you go to the end part and you want to cut it there also. So it gives you that one space to speed up or slow down or do whatever you want to that part of the video. So in my video, I talk about what's in my stash. So here I show a thumbnail, not that one, that you really can't see. It's really small and you can't see. And I say that I'm going to stick in a picture. So I'm going to click right here where I want it. So now I'm going to go up. I'm going to go to my media, and I didn't bring in all my other pictures. So now I'm going to, up at here at the top, there's a little down arrow. That's your import. I click on that. I'm going to re-import my pictures because I have a file just that says pictures, but it's under the one that says under my YouTube folder. And I do think I have the one for the unboxing. Pictures. Yep, I have to open it up, and I have my pictures for my unboxings. And I'm going to import it. And it tells me that these files cannot be imported. There are certain pictures that it won't import, and they're all the Diamond Art Club photos that I saved for my unboxings. I don't know if that's a copyright issue or just something, a file format that it won't allow for it to import. I haven't gotten that far yet. So I'm just going to import the pictures that I need, or weren't any of those anyways. So now I'm going back to my video, and I see what picture that I need, So I'm going to go up here, I'm going to click, hold, and drag it. And I'm going to place it right where my yellow line is, where I stopped the video. And I'm going to release. And that's where the picture is going to actually be inserted. So now that it takes up the whole screen, I don't want it to take up the whole screen. So I'm going to click on it until it's highlighted in yellow. I'm going to go up to the top. And right here you got the one solid box and one dotted box. This is your cropping. So I'm going to click on the cropping. Okay. And then over here you have a drop down box. It says cut away, green blue screen, split screen, or picture in picture. I'm going to choose picture in picture. So now that makes the little tiny picture, and I can move it anywhere on the screen that I want. So I'm going to place it over here on the right side, and I'm going to click on the little dots on the side of the picture, and I'm going to make it bigger. You don't want to go past where your video cuts off. So I'm going to scoot it over a little bit more to make it a little bit bigger. Okay, so now I want to go in just before that picture is inserted. I want to click on it, and I'm going to hit my space bar because I want to hit play now because I want to see how it looks.
Now, I do have pictures, so I will show the full picture.
And that's your picture in picture. That's how, when I have my pictures inserted, that's how I normally do it. So I don't want it to take up the whole screen, because if you don't do the picture in picture caption, it's whatever you like. You can have it take up your whole screen if you want. So that's how pictures are inserted. Or you can insert anything you want to. You can go up and you can put in, you can grab a tile. If you want to say something about that picture real quick, there's something off to the right here where you can insert a little message. All you have to do is click and drag it, and where you want it to insert it, you can insert it over your picture in picture. That's not going to look very good. So, because it's going to probably end up covering up your picture, but you can say what store you got it from, what website you have it from, what size the picture, the diamond painting is, whatever you like. So I'm going to click, and I'm going to just delete it. Okay. And there is a couple more spaces I'm going to watch through and insert pictures, because I think here's another one. Or, okay, it's further down. And you can, this is your part of your video, so if you want it shorter if you're searching for a certain part in your video, I use Command and the minus key to shorten what I can see on the video. So this is my whole video, it's just shrunk down in size. Because I'm searching for a certain thing. So I just hover my mouse over the video, and I just go slow until I find the spot where I want, where I'm looking for. So after you like what you see on your video and you're pretty much all done, I insert my splash screen at the end of my video also. So I'm going to click, hold, drag, and release where I want it. So I'm going to do my transition, my white screen in between the ending of my video and before my splash screen. Then also I go back and do my backgrounds, and I'm going to grab my black one, and I'm going to go behind, put it at next in line. And then I'm going to go up to my tiles, and I'm going to grab a tile, and I'm going to drag it down. Now this is what it looks like. You got all that space to type if you want. I'm going to double click, go up here, then type "Thanks for watching." And you can add anything you like. Oh, I'm going to do something else. You can highlight what you type in, and you can also go up here and you can change the size of the font. You can make it smaller, you can make it bigger, just whatever you like, or you can just take it out. I want to go up here and make this a little bit bigger. And I'm going to take out this text at the bottom. I'm going to go here, click here in my video. I'm going to watch it, see what it looks like. Okay, so to me it's a little close. The thank you for watching, and please subscribe to my Facebook group. So I'm going to go back up here, I'm going to double click it, and I'm going to edit, and I'm going to highlight this part, and I'm going to right click, cut, go down to the bottom, right click, and paste. Go back over here, let's watch it again. Didn't like that either. So I'm going to go double click it. I'm just going to take out this whole bottom part and just use the "thanks for watching." So now I'm going to go down back here on my black screen. I'm going to click on it on the right side. I'm going to drag it to make it a longer. And then now I go back up to my media, and here's your green screen for your subscribe and the bell animation. This I got off of YouTube. You just do a search on YouTube for green screen subscribe, and they give you the link to actually copy it and save it. And that's all I did. I'm going to bring it down here. I'm going to drop it. Maybe make it a little bit longer, bigger. Okay. Let's go through and let's redo it again, because it's really thin. You can't. So I don't know why it does it. It makes it really, really small. Maybe if I bring this smaller, no, it won't get bigger on me. So let me see if I can hover over it. Okay, I'm just gonna go back here up to edit and undo trim, and just do my undo until everything comes off that I did. And we're just gonna redo it again. I just think it's a program issue, because if I do it the second time, it actually works the way I want it to work. See how you make this part larger and it shortens the your tile? So let's just leave it there. I'm going to drop or click and drag down my green screen. So now I don't want to see the green in the background. So I'm going to click on it and I'm going to go up here to, if it's not already selected, the cropping. And then over here it says cut away, a little drop down, and I'm going to do green and blue screen. That takes away the green and it just shows what's in the clip on the background. So I'm going to click over here, space bar or play, and we're going to watch and see how it looks. Okay, so it stopped. So it kind of, this part, see how it goes over what you type in? So to avoid that, I'm just going to click on the green screen and I'm going to drag it to the right just a little tiny bit. And then I'm going to go up here to my tile and I'm going to drag it back to the left just to shorten it a little bit, just to the edge of the green screen, and then it drops down because of space. Now on the volume on your green screen, I bring that volume way down, because if you're playing music or as you're closing, you don't want that to overbear the music. So I'm going up back to my audio, because I do the same audio at the beginning and the ending, and right where I want it to start is where I drop it. Then I'm going to go over to the right, get my arrows, and I'm going to drag it to the end of my video. Click on my volume that's in the center of the clip, and I'm going to bring down my volume to like 40%. And then I'm going to go over here and I'm going to click to where I want to start my viewing, my editing, hit my space bar,
and upload my videos.
I'm going to stop. I'm going to do I'm going to do the fade out just a little bit, and I'm going to do the fade in. And then I'm going to fade it in just where it starts the splash screen. Hit space bar and it continues.
And then once I get it onto my computer, on my computer, when I bought my computer.
Okay, I need to go just a little bit further because I forgot I shrunk it down. So you just hit Command plus and it stretches it back out again. Let's get really close to the end of the video. Okay, you totally didn't see that on the big screen because I forgot to move it back up. So we're gonna go back up, hit at the very end of the video. That's like almost perfect. And there you go. Now before I upload this to YouTube, there's some other editings that I'm just gonna plan on inserting pictures. That's all I plan on doing, like how I inserted the last picture. I just have several more pictures I want to insert. But I also want to take this time. This is the program iMovie preloaded onto my Apple computer. This program automatically saves. So if I want to continue this later, I just hit on my projects button up here to the top left, and it's going to give me the option to name it. So I can go back into it, and then it saves it right here. So if I want to continue doing more editing, I just double click on it. You can delete it from here and everything. So once you're finished with all your editing, if you hover your mouse over your video, you get next to the name that you name it, you have this little round circle with a couple dots. You click on that, and to transfer it over, you want to hit share project, and it drops down some things you can, how you want to share it. This YouTube feature to share into your YouTube, because it already has my channel there. I've tried this even on the YouTube channel that I watch on the editing for iMovie. They say that it really doesn't work well. They don't know why, but I always go to the very bottom and I hit file. I want to save it to a file on my computer. So up here you have your description. It's always going to say this video is about, and then whatever I name the video. I'm going to click on what my name of the video is, and I'm going to delete all that this video is about. And just leave my title. Now my resolution's in 4K because my phone does record in 4K. The highest resolution on YouTube is 1080p. So you can still view it in 1080p on YouTube. I just do the 4K because it gives it a better resolution on the video. So your quality, it defaults to high. So you want to use best ProRes. And then down here on the compress, it gives you an option for faster or better quality. I always use better quality. And over here to your right, it tells you the length of your video. See, it's 48 minutes and 45 seconds, and it's 216 gigabyte estimate. That's how large the file is. So if you go back over here to your quality, you can play around with the different options to make it a smaller. So if you go high, it actually takes it down to 10.76 gigs. I rather have it as a smaller file because it takes less time to upload to YouTube. So, and then you just hit next, and then it gives you another box, and you can select on the file location where you want to save it. I'm not going to go, because we'll just go next, and then it's going to bring up to where you want to select to save it. So I just hit my desktop, go to my YouTube folder. I have a folder called new videos, and then I have a secondary folder inside that folder. It's called upload to YouTube. I just click on that and I hit save, and that's where my file is going to be saved at. So I know where to go and look for that video when I'm ready to upload to YouTube. Now in iMovie, once you do this part, you have to leave the application open. Up here on the top right, you'll have a little circle, and it's a little pie circle. It'll fill in as it transfers back to your computer from the program. If you close it out, it's not going to transfer, it's going to stop. So then you have to go back in and redo it all over again. So you have to leave the application open. It doesn't take too long. Longer your video is, the longer it's going to take to transfer. So as long as that pie is not full or no longer there, then your file has been transferred. Then you can, at that time, you can close out iMovie. So I'm going to cancel all this because I'm not done editing the video. And I'm going to close this out, and I'm going to go down to another program that I got off the internet. Whoops, that's the same one. Where did it go? It is called, oh, I didn't open it up. Okay, so it's called Final Cut Pro. This is downloadable. It's compatible with Apple and Microsoft. It is free for 90 days. And it is very similar to iMovie. I came in here last night just to play around with it because I haven't played around with it since I've downloaded it. And I downloaded it almost 30 days ago. Because I got more comfortable with the iMovie because it's the one I learned first, and I just continue to use it. So I brought in my video the same way. I imported everything. It has everything that iMovie has, but it has more. You have more option on your tiles, your backgrounds, your transitions are different. There's more selection. I am going to be playing around with Final Cut Pro more. There are the location to where to find everything for your cropping, for your speed, is all in different locations in this program. So I actually spent the time last night looking around where I can find everything. I have not yet found the option for picture-in-picture yet. So I kind of worked around that. I inserted the picture here in the video, and I just cropped it down to off to the side, and I just cut off the top white, made a little, just cut the top and bottom off to make it a little bit smaller. But it's the same, everything was the same, it's just everything is in a different location, and there's actually different options that iMovie doesn't have in their program. I was able to bring over my audio, everything. So we have, this one is pretty much complete on my editing on this one, except for the very end of it, I didn't finish what I finished off the iMovie one. Because I wanted to go back and show you how it's done on this program. So now I go back up to, see, I want to have my files. So at the top left, you have a like little action kind of symbol. That's where all the files that I brought into the program. So all I need to do now is add my ending. Grab my flash screen, click, drag, and release. This program looks very similar to iMovie. It's just all the functions are different in different locations. That's what I have to learn. And then I'm going to grab see up here at the top left, you have 3 different options. You have your files that you import. You have your tiles and your generators and another icon. So now I want to do, this one has different ones, and I'm going to select kind of a little different one. So, and you can hover your mouse over it and see what it looks like. And you can go from left to right, right to left, and actually play the whole clip on what it's going to look like in your video. Okay, I'm going to grab this one, and I'm going to bring it down. Now, it is in purple, and it's highlighted. This is the length of that whole clip. So if you don't want it that long, you just hover over the edge of it, and you shrink it down to how long you want it to show for. And then you double click on it, and it should bring to where you can type the information in. So just click, highlight, and then I'm going to go here to the end of my splash screen, I know this is called something else, but that's why I call it. Hit my space bar, and I'm going to view it. That's a little bit different. So I'm going to select on it, hover, drag it, shorten it up a little bit, see how that looks. Okay, that's better. So I'm going to double click on it. I'm going to see if I can go through and edit all the other ones in there. So you have, this one has a red line on your time bar. And this program also has your timestamp at the top right here, going across the top. iMovie doesn't have that. So if there's a certain part that you want to add in, like the cards when you upload to YouTube, you can write down where your timestamp is, where you want that card inserted. And it'll insert in that spot. So I'm just gonna click, drag to the left until, okay, that can stay. That can stay. And right here is where I want to stop, because I want this out. Okay, I'm gonna have to play with this a little bit. Oh, here it is. Okay, so this is what I typed in, and up here to the top left, you have two arrows, one to the left, one to the right. I just clicked the one to the right, and it takes me to the next screen. So now I want to go in, and I want to delete. Oh, it deleted the whole thing. I didn't go down here and click it. So I'm going to go ahead and delete it. Just click and delete until it's gone. So there we go. So now I'm going to start over again. And I'm going to shorten it up just a little bit. Double click on it to give me where I want to type in my information, whatever you want to put. Oops. And then I go to the next one. Highlight it and hit delete. Oh, it just did it again. So edit, undo, double click on it. I'm just going to click at the end and just go backspace this time. Next one. I'm just clicking at the end of what it says and just backspacing it. Then you're back at the beginning. I'm going to go back here. Click. Facebook group. Hit space. it's not gonna fit all the way. So you can add things in. I'll play with it later. I don't know what I want to say. So, I'm gonna watch it again. So since I took all that stuff out, so I'm just gonna I'm gonna click down here and I'm gonna probably cut it. Go back. All that other stuff I don't need. So right there, I'm going to click down here, cut. I'm going to click on the part that I want cut out, and I'm just going to delete it. Go back here to the end, watch it one more time. See how it went by really fast? I click and drag it. Make it a little bit longer so it's not so quick. Okay, I'm gonna adjust the speed on it. So I'll go up here. I don't know why it sped up so fast. I'm gonna do slow. No, it does not gonna give me the option. Reset speed. Okay, I don't know why it sped up so quickly. Maybe because I shortened it. So click on it. I'm gonna cut it. Maybe if I just bring it there. Yeah, that's why it's so quick, because it's got to get through everything before it gets to the end. So I'm going to bring it back out. Oh, no, it really didn't. Okay, there it slowed down. But it didn't take out the part that I want to take out. Okay. So you can play it around. You got options over here on the side. I'm going to play around with this a little bit more. So just as in the other program, I want to go back and I want to grab my generator, or no, wait, I want to, my music. Where was my song? I have just, oh, there it is. So I'm going to bring down, okay. Oh. I don't know why it's grabbing a certain part of the song. I just want to bring it down here, drop, release. Make it just a little bit shorter. There's your audio. Audio and everything on here works the same way. Bringing down your volume, your fade in, fade out. It's the same. It's on this one. I always bring down my volume. And then you can add your green screen. Whoops. Oh, it only wants to grab part of it. Bring down the volume on the green screen. Want this right back here. And click, go up to cropping. And I want on this one, it is called Ken Burns. I don't want the green in there, so I don't. On this program, I don't know how to take off the green screen. Just have it a black one. So that's where I'm going to end the video. So I'm going to shorten everything to right there. There we go. So this one, I know you can take out transform, is it? No. Anyways, there should be an option to take the green blue screen off to where it just shows. Okay, let's see if that worked. Nope. What it did is darken it. But anyways, a new program, you just got to play around with it and see where everything is. There is a YouTube video on how to use this program. I'm just going to have to play around with it more. When you start your project in this program on Final Cut Pro, it does ask you to name it. So if you ever close out of it, it automatically saves. Okay, so that's the editing. So we're going to go into where I created my splash screen and my brand for the picture on my videos in my on YouTube. It's called brand and or thumbnail. So I'm going to go to the web. I already have it up. It's called CANVA, and it's canva.com. I will have this down in the description. This is where you get your brand logos. This is a free website. You just got to create an account. It is free and or paid. So if you get the paid version, it's 30 days free. I don't know how much it is. So I'm just gonna grab a drink real quick. So on the thumbnail that's on YouTube, this is where I created it. And there is also a video on YouTube. This is how I learned how to do it. So you want to create a new design up here to on your top right of the screen. I'm going to try to bring in a little bit closer. And it will drop down. Let me close that out. So create a new design. You want to do custom dimensions. Because on YouTube, on your thumbnail, it can only be a certain size. And that size is, I'm looking back at my notes, 1920 by 1080 pixels. So you just type in 1920 by 1080. And you want to leave it on PX, that's for pixels. Hit create new design. And it's going to take you into all the templates that you can choose. You just look to see which ones you want. I know a lot of creators change it on each video. In some point, I may go in here and just play around with it and create a couple new ones myself. But I'm going to look to see if I can see the one that I did. It's in here somewhere. I think I looked through quite a lot of these until I found it. So I don't see it right offhand. So I'm just going to choose one. And then I'm going to click and I'm going to hold and drag it over to the right. Now you can go ahead and click on and just type in anything. You can move it around the screen. You can play with it. Just play around with it. See what you can come up with. You just highlight the words and this is where you want to put the name of your channel. Now you can go to the corners and you can make it larger to make everything fit the way you want it. You can highlight it, and you can adjust the fonts. Now I don't remember how. Oh, it's up here. Silly. So I want to take the size down. It's at 101 right now. Let's go down to 80. Let's make it a little bit bigger. So you're pretty much getting the gist. You can rotate it. You can make it on an angle. You can make it upside down, sideways, whatever makes you happy. I did mine on an angle a little bit. Whoops. And then you just click, make it, stretch it out, make it smaller, make it bigger. Whatever what you like. And then once you're done, you get it to the way you want it. At any time, if you mess up something, you actually deleted something, or just go back in and restart all over again. Now, I'm all finished and I want to download it. So up here to your top right, you have a download option. So I'm going to download it, and I'm going to keep it as a PNG because it is suggested. You can select JPG, that's also another option, or a PDF. Because if it doesn't work at the option that you selected, you can always come back in and re-download it to another format. Because it'll once you sign into your account, it's going to be here until you delete it. And then download, and it's preparing the download. And now this is, now here it is. So now I'm going to go up here to File, and I'm going to save it. I like to do the save as to as. It's not giving me an option because now I don't know where it's saved, but I'm pretty sure find it. Let's duplicate. Oh, it just duplicates it. Oh, when I close it out, it's going to actually save it. Save as. I'm going to do untitled. I'm going to go to where I want all my files saved on my desktop. And then under YouTube, and then hit save. Close it out. Close it all out. So that's the thumbnail. YouTube calls it a brand tile or brand something. I can't remember. I was like, how is that done? So I had to go on YouTube and actually just do a search until I found it. So for the splash screen at the beginning of my video, I actually made it the same way. It's just what was ever in whatever was in the templates at the time. It's located in the same place where we made the thumbnail. See, here's the thumbnail right here that I used on the last portion. So I found this one. I liked it. It has an animation to it. Has the background moving. You can play all these ones that have like a little play arrow. They're going to animate, and you can actually look at it and see what it does before you actually select on it. And I just typed in, just like how we did the last one, got it to where I wanted it. Then you just download it and and save it where you want your file saved, somewhere easy for you can find it. If you saved it somewhere and you can't find it, it's more likely check your download files. That's where everything you download to your computer, that's where you're going to find it if you don't save it at a certain spot. So that's that website for your thumbnail and your beginning or ending splash screen. So we're going to exit all out of that. No, I'm going to cancel because I don't want to close everything out, because we're going to go over here. Now, Epic Sound is another website that has royalty-free music. You can use all this music, songs, everything from this website you can use on YouTube. It is all royalty-free. There will be no copyright. This is where I get my music from that you hear in the background in my videos. It may be down low enough to where you can't hear it, but I think I do have a video that is playing some of the music, and I had no copyright issues since I've been using this music from this website. So if you have your local radio station on the background doing your videos, you're going to get copyright issues for the music for certain songs. So this is where I get all my music. This is a paid website. So it's called Epidemic Music, Epidemic Sound. So I get the personal account, which is $15 a month US. You get 30 days free. It's a 30-day free trial. So if you don't want to pay for it, just get the free trial, and before the free trial ends, like a day or two before it ends, cancel it. But in the meanwhile, you can go on here and you can download all the music that you can possibly download in that 30 days. You can do it that way too, and just cancel it and you just use all the files that you've downloaded. And when it downloads, you just it actually downloads into my Apple my iTunes. I'm pretty sure it will give you an option where you want to download it to. Just make a file for it, to save it all into a file. So where you know where you're going to be able to find it later. So that's that. Those are the two main websites that I use so far. There are a lot of creators will use their phone. So I'm going to switch it back. Okay, so we're back. I almost forgot to show you on YouTube. Boy, that would have been a disaster. Got you to edit the video, but I didn't show you how to upload it to YouTube. So now here I just opened up YouTube. I keep myself signed into my channel on my YouTube. I don't log out. I'm the only one that uses my computer. So I just keep it logged in. It just makes it easier for me. I just click on YouTube and I'm at my channel automatically. So now when you have everything transferred over to your video's edited, you like it, you're satisfied with it, you saved it to a file on your computer, hopefully somewhere you're not searching around for an hour. You want someplace simple to save it on your desktop. So on your little thumbnail in the top right corner, I don't know if you can see my little mouse up here, where you want to click on that thumbnail, right click on it, wait. You want to click on it, and it brings up your channel stuff. You want to go into YouTube Studio, just the third option down. You want to click on it. Okay, this is where you're gonna do all your uploading into your channel. You can do a create up here at the top right versus create. You can click on that, or underneath it, you have a little up arrow with a red line. You can use that one. This one over here is where you go live. So when you watch live shows on YouTube, this is the option where they go in and they create the live. And you can schedule it for a certain day and time. You just go back into it when your time to go to live and click through the options. I have not used that option yet. I don't plan on going live here anytime soon, unless if I'm start doing a collaboration with someone. And there's one more website I do want to show you too. It is called, I'll think of it in a minute. So anyways, I go up here to create, and it's going to give me the same option, upload video or go live. I'm going to upload the video, and it brings you to the screen. You can select on file and search for your file, or if you know where it is, like I know where it is, I'm going to open up my YouTube folder. New videos, and upload to YouTube. And there's nothing there because I haven't uploaded it yet. But what I was trying to do, you can say this is your video that you are ready to upload. You can click and hold, drag it over to your little up arrow and release. And that will also let you an option to do. You just click, hold, drop. Right there. Or, okay, so I don't want to do that because that video is not ready. That's just the editing part. I haven't edited it yet. Or you can select on your select files, and you can search where you put your file. That it opens up my new video folder. So you have those two options. How do I, no, okay, I gotta cancel down here. So that's how you upload your video. So once let me go back, because I can probably just delete it. Let me go back to select a video I want to upload. I want to choose that video. So it's gonna start downloading your video or uploading your video. You have your title up here. You can change whatever the title of your video. Your description box down when you're watching a video, and everybody refers to down in the description box, I'm going to leave additional information. This is where you insert it. So I already I use Microsoft Word for iMac, and I created a document. I put in all the information that I want to include in my description. So I'm not typing everything over on every video. I have it all here saved. I just change what I need to change. So here is the area for what my video is going to be about, any additional information. I put in websites where I got if I'm doing an unboxing, where I got the diamond painting from. Sometimes I'll link it right to that diamond painting from that website. Here I have the 5 unboxings from Diamond Art Club. I just listed the name of them and the artist. If you want, you can actually go and put in a hyperlink to that actual diamond painting. I just changed this real quick, and I'm gonna just show you how to do it. So once you get all your information in your document, and I've also seen the hashtags, these hashtags at the top are a category of what the video is about. So if someone does a search in YouTube for unboxings, it's going to show my video in their search. So once you get all your information done, in each area of the document that changes the subject, I just put some little fancy separator drawings that are in the program to separate the two categories. So you just want to click, drag, highlight everything, and it's just a simple cut and paste or copy and paste. If you want to copy it, go back to YouTube, right click, paste it. Now once it's pasted in here, you can't change the size of the fonts. I've tried to change it before I cut and paste. It's all the same size. I haven't found. And if you hyperlink any websites or any diamond paintings or anything you have a link to, you have to type in the whole link or cut and paste it out of your browser, because it won't let you. You can hyperlink it in your Word document, but once you transfer it over to YouTube, it won't hyperlink it. I haven't gotten that far. I think it has to do something with how many subscribers you have. It opens up more options on YouTube, because I have seen other creators hyperlink their stuff. I've tried several different ways. I am very computer literate, so I know a lot about hyperlinking. And I haven't been able to get it to work. So I've been doing some reading on it, and I think it has to do with how many subscribers you get. So more you go up in subscribers, the more options they open up for you as a creator. That's what I'm getting. I could be wrong. I don't know. Don't hold me to it. I'm still looking. I will always update everybody as I learn. So remember that thumbnail that we went and created? This is where you're going to put it in. You're going to click on the thumbnail, and it's going to go, it automatically goes to the last place I was. So here's my little splash screen. I'm going to click on it, and I'm going to choose it, and then that's where it is. You can add more. You can add others if you want, but it's not necessary. I just do the very first one. And if you don't do anything here, it will automatically grab the first part of your video clip. and it'll insert it there automatically when it uploads to YouTube. So a lot of creators will create their own thumbnail to give it a little bit more of appeal on their channel. It's not necessary. I started out not having it. After I created this one, I actually went back into my other videos and I inserted it later. You can also do that if you want more time to play around and create something that you really, really like and something that fits you. So moving on, as you're doing all this, your video is actually uploading to YouTube. Down in the bottom, you actually have a progress bar and your percentage on your upload and how long it's going to take. So this video, portion of this video is going to take 1 hour and 20 minutes to upload. So you just continue on with your settings. So your playlist, so if this is an unboxing, you want to put your video into a playlist on your channel. So if someone sees your channel, if they want to watch all your unboxings only, they click on the unboxing playlist and there's all your unboxing videos listed. You don't have to choose it. You can add down here, you can add new playlists. It's not necessary, but it will organize your stuff a little bit more on your channel. So if someone wants to watch just your whipping chats, someone wants just the unboxings, or whatever subject the video is a playlist that I'm going to insert it in. So I'm not going to select one because I'm going to go back and just delete this upload. And I always put, for your audience, I always put, no, it is not made for kids, because I may have a slip of a tongue. And there's words that young children under the age of 18 shouldn't be hearing. Oh, sorry, I just had to take a drink. And then you can restrict the age also. So if I have a video that may have a lot of cussing in it, I will restrict my video to viewers over the age of 18. If it's just a simple little quick unboxing video, I won't age restrict it. But if it's a whip and chat, and depending on the subject I'm talking about, or if I have a slip of the tongue, I will restrict it over to viewers over the age of 18. So those are your settings. You just hit next. And now here, when there's creators are referring to a card and they point to the top of the screen, click on the card above for a certain link, a certain picture, so on, so on, so on. This is where it is, but it's not, as it's uploading, it's not going to let you choose that option. Once the standard version is uploaded of your video, there's 2 processes of this is going to take place when you're uploading to YouTube. The standard version is this first progress right here. It takes we're down to 1 hour and 19 minutes. So there's nothing here you can really do at this time. So you just click and continue on. Now you can save or publish your video once it's fully done uploading. You can select private, and you can select to have just certain people view your video. You can unlist it, or you can make it public. When you make it public, everybody on YouTube that goes to YouTube can see your video. And this select as an instant premiere, I do believe that you can select that and just have certain people in a certain group view your video. Or you can, and then down here, I always select public, because once it's done uploading, it goes right to, it is instantly viewable by anybody that wants to watch the video. So once it's downloaded, the second process, it goes public right away. And then, or if you have, say one day you have multiple videos that you do, but you don't want to release them all at once, you can schedule each one on a certain day and time to have that video released after it's been fully uploaded. So say one day I did 3 unboxings. I don't want to release all 3 back to back to back to back. I want to spread those out within like maybe a 12 or a 24-hour period. So one day I may just select to release the first one. I go to the next day, release the second one, go to the third day, release the third one. You can schedule it. A lot of creators will do their videos and then just schedule them to be released each day of the week. One per day or one every other day or whatever they prefer. So we're going to go back up here. I don't want to schedule it, so I'm going to go back. And I'm going to select on private because I don't want anybody to see an unedited video. So once I'm done with this part of the video, I just go back and delete it. And it stops the upload. Then once you hit save, it's going to give you your video uploading. Now, once you do all your stuff and you get this screen, do not close the screen out because it will cancel your upload. This part needs to stay open until the standard version of your video is fully uploaded. So this is going to take, still we're at 1 hour and 15 minutes. So if I want to continue to work on another video, this has to stay open. If sometimes I'll get to this process and just before bedtime and I'll let it run through the night while I headed off to bed. I turn off my screensaver and I turn off my power saver because if anything interrupts this, it'll cancel the download and you have to start all, or cancel the upload, and you have to start it. You have to go in, delete what uploaded, the part that actually uploaded, delete it, and restart all over again on the upload. So if you want to continue working, you want to watch YouTube, just open up another browser and you can continue to do whatever you want. Watch YouTube, search the web, just make sure you open up a new browser. I think on Microsoft Windows, you can just right click on your browser and select to open up a new window, and it should open up a second browser. Nowadays with the computers, you can open up multiple browsers. As long as this one for your YouTube upload stays open while it uploads your standard version, it will upload. Once it's fully uploaded, it'll say down here, it'll say standard version has uploaded. And at that point, it'll say 100%. At that point, now you can close this out and it'll finish processing, uploading, and it'll go public or whatever setting you choose. So I'm going to go ahead and just close it out now because I don't want this video uploaded. This is just how it shows you, and you'll get an error saying it didn't upload. I want to cancel the upload. So now I'm still in the studio part. So I'm going to go to, then I have to go to the videos. This is my list of the videos. And since I did cancel it, I don't see it here at all. So actually I don't have to. You have your uploads and you have your lives. I don't have any lives. So it actually canceled the upload to where I don't have to go back and delete it. But anyways, if you just happen to close out that browser and it didn't fully upload the video, it will have it listed here in red. So, and you just hover over whatever this part of the video, and it gives you the option. You just go in here to details, click on it, and you can actually do changes here. So if there's a website that you want to add into your description, you can go here and add it at any time. It doesn't matter if your video is uploaded or not. As long as it's listed here, you can change your title, you can change anything in your description box, you can change your thumbnails, you can change your age restrictions in it at any time that your video is listed in your studio. You can make it public, you can make it private, you can later on add a playlist to it, you can add an end screen, and then this is where you add your cards in. So I'm pretty sure you have to write down the timestamp and where you want to insert the cards. I have not done this yet. So this is where you add in your cards after your video has been fully uploaded. And then, but at this point, it gives you an option. You can actually delete it forever. If something happened to that video and it didn't fully upload, just the three little dots right here at the end, just click on those and it gives you the option to delete. And you confirmed delete and everything, blah, blah, blah. So that's how you upload to YouTube. Uploading is pretty forward. I learned this process on my own. The only thing I did watch another creator on how to schedule a live show. JTMJ Crafts, he has a tutorial on how to upload videos and to create a live. So if you want to learn how to do that a little bit more, especially on the live part, check his channel out. I know he's done other tutorials, so I'll leave all the information to websites, other channels, and down in the description box. So I'd like to thank everybody thank everybody for coming and watching my videos. I hope that this does help. Everybody gets some information that is usable. So we're going to try that again. So I hope that this video it helps you on your journey on creating your channel. These are the things that I learned in the last probably 30 to 45 days. I did a lot of research. Some things I did know myself. It's just a matter of selecting the correct size. Like on the thumbnail, it has to be a certain size for YouTube. The way I do my videos, the way I edit my videos, it's just how I found it easy for me. I don't like to spend a lot of time doing editing right now because I am working and I only have 2 days off. And those are the times that I like to record my videos. And then once I record them, I start my editing. So the whole time I'm recording, unless if I'm doing a whip and chat, editing, uploading, it takes away my time for my crafts. So I like to get it up, done, and out of the way so I can continue on with my crafting on my days off. Sometimes I'll save a lot of my editing for during the week before I go into work or when I get home from work. So if you have any additional questions or concerns, feel free to leave a comment. Join my Facebook group. I do have my notifications on for my Facebook group. It's a public group Facebook page. I don't think there's any options that you have to choose to be a part of. It's always nice to see everybody's work in progress. Post comments, post your pictures. Feel free to chat, send me messages. Just so you know, I'll answer them as quickly as I can, as best as I can. And if I don't have an answer, if I don't answer right away, I may be researching an answer for you. So, like I said, any comments or concerns, go ahead and leave them down in the comment section. Join my Facebook group. Send me a message off of Facebook. So yeah, so we'll see you on the next video. Everybody have a good night.